Hello everybody, it's that time of day again, story time. I got my frumpy reading sweater on. And let's see what we got to drink today. Nice cup of coffee. Well, let me get a book. I'll be right back. Okay, let me get some reading glasses. See what we got here. Today's book is called School Carnival from the Black Lagoon. And it's by Mike Thaler. Okay. Let's start. You ready? You settled? Okay. Chapter 1. A Booth for Sooth. Our school is having a carnival. Mrs. Green says that our class has to run a booth. But what kind of booth will it be? She said it has to be lots of fun, easy to run, and make a ton of money. If we raise enough, we can have real, live author come to our school. If we don't, maybe we could afford a not-so-alive author. Mrs. Green wants each of us to bring an idea for the carnival booth tomorrow. It is our homework for tonight. I look around at the whole class. Everyone has a blank look. This should be very interesting. Chapter 2. A Fair to Remember. On the bus ride home, we're deep in thought. We're all pretty fair-minded. I think of all the fairs I've ever been to. One, it was a country fair. It had a rodeo, a bunch of cowboys riding bulls. Maybe I could put 2 horns on my dog. Tailspin. There was also a Ferris wheel. Plus there were crazy rides, cotton candy machines, corn dog stands, and lots more. I don't think my class can do any of that stuff. The fair organizers gave blue ribbons to both the cows and the cabbages. I know the difference between them, but that's about all. It was going to be a long night of homework. Chapter 3. Unfair. When I get home, I watch a video, My Fair Lady. It doesn't help much. Then I listen to the weather report. Fair with a chance of showers. I got fairs on the brain. Train fares, plane fares, bus fares, pharaohs, and good fairies. I fall asleep watching a Ferris wheel go around. Suddenly, I'm at a fair. I'm walking down the midway. It has lots of booths. I walk up to one. It's an alligator kissing booth. No thanks. At the next booth, I get a slam dunk. An elephant into a basketball hoop. Then there's a booth to bob for piranhas. If you survive that, you get to wrestle a bear. There are also booths for throwing marshmallows at balloons and for floating feathers in milk bottles. So far, I've not won anything. Suddenly, I'm in a giant fishbowl. Kids are trying to win me. They're throwing ping pong balls that are bouncing all around. This is not fun. So I climb out of the bowl and go to buy a hot dog. But it's tailspin in a bun. Then I buy some cotton candy. But it's made of real cotton. I wake up and see that I'm chewing on my pillow. Yuck. Chapter 4. Mirror, mirror on the wall. On the school bus, everyone is excited. I think that they all have ideas, but no one's telling. They're waiting for class. All right, says Mrs. Green. Who has an idea for our class booth? Every hand shoots up. Penny raises too. Do you have an idea, Penny? A kissing booth, puckers Penny. Yuck. That won't make too much money, says Eric. And besides, it's unsanitary. Mrs. Green calls on Freddie. A bakery booth. I'll bake lots of apple turnovers. Then we'll sell them. We'll have a fast turnover, jokes Freddie. Possibly, says Mrs. Green. Let's have a cakewalk, says Derek. Great, says Freddie. Then I'll bake a cake. Eric waves his hands. I'll get a crystal ball and tell the future. You can't tell the future, sneers Doris. I knew you would say that, smiles Eric. What about a basketball shoot, says Randy. No way, says Eric. Those 5th graders are too good and they'll win all of our prizes. We could shoot meatballs instead, says Freddie. Too messy, I said. What about a dunking tank? There was silence in the room. Mrs. Green turns and writes all the ideas on the board. Kissing booth, bakery booth, cakewalk, fortune teller, basketball shoot, dunking tank. Let's vote, she says. The dunking tank idea wins, hands down, or hands up. But who will we dunk? Asks Mrs. Green. Everyone looks at her. No way, says Mrs. Green. Then everyone looks at me. I catch colds easily, I announce. What about Dunkin' Donuts? I could bake donuts, says Freddie. It was your idea, says Penny. Scared? Sneers Eric. I notice everyone staring at me. Me scared? I squeak. Not a chance. Then you will do it, says Eric. On one condition, I say. What's that? Asks Mrs. Green. You have to use ping pong balls, I say with a smile. Okay, says Mrs. Green. Let's get to work. Chapter 5. The Better Mousetrap. The whole class pitches in and starts building the dunking booth. It's a lot of fun. We get a plastic pool and fill it with water. So far, so good. We attach a chair to a hinged platform held up by a stick. Then we tie a cord around the stick and attach the other end to a spring of a mousetrap. Bingo! We hit the trap, the spring snaps forward, it jerks the rope that pulls the stick, which drops the platform, and whoever is sitting in the chair falls into the water. Splush! Hey, that'll be me. I'll be dropping into the water. Oh, me and my bright ideas. I don't even know how to swim. I better learn fast. Chapter 6. Aquaphobia. I've always been afraid of the water. I'd rather stand on land than sink in the drink. It's fine for fish, but it's not my wish. But now I have to learn how to swim. My mom signs me up and takes me down to the public swimming pool. It's big and it's full of water. It's 6 feet deep. Maybe I should go home and grow. I'll come back when I'm 8 feet tall. The nice lady comes over. She's got a whistle and a clipboard. I'm Miss Titanic, your swim instructor, she says. I want to miss this Titanic, I mutter. What? She asks. Oh, nice to meet you, Miss Titanic, I reply. You must be Hubie, she says with a smile. Do I have to be? I answer. You're right on time for your lesson, she says, checking her clipboard. Can I wait a couple years, I ask. Are we a little afraid of the water, she laughs. Not if it's in a cup, I say. Just pretend the pool is a big cup, she replies. I'm not that thirsty, I say, as she puts water wings on each of my arms. Let's start off in the shallow end, she says, taking my hand. Any puddle is fine, I say. Come on, Hubie. She leads me down the steps into the pool. The water is very wet. Now duck, Hubie, she says. Quack, quack. No, duck down, she laughs. I shut my eyes, hold my breath, and duck down. Phew, quack, slurp. Now, was that so bad, she asked. Actually, it wasn't, I sighed. Now duck and open your eyes underwater. My eyeballs will drown, I protest. No, they won't. First, take a deep breath and hold it. I keep my eyes open, and they don't drown. I can actually see underwater. Maybe I have X-ray vision. I feel like a superhero. Pool man! Anyway, in my first lesson, I also learned to float. I'm a good floater. Maybe one day I can win an Olympic gold medal in floating. But more important, I'm almost ready for the carnival. Chapter 7. Fair weather friends. The whole schoolyard is alive with activity. Each class is putting up a booth. There's a ring toss, a baseball pitch, a basketball throw, a frisbee fling, a tiddlywinks flip, and a lob the blob. There's even a turtle race. Why didn't I think of that? There's a wheel of fortune, a fortune teller, and a telescope. You can see the future for $1, or the full moon for 50 cents, or a quarter moon for a quarter. There's going to be a pie eating contest. Freddie will probably win that. There's also a jelly bean contest. If you guess the number of jelly beans in a big jar, you can win a pair of rollerblades. Every booth has a name, says Mrs. Green. So what's the name of our booth? What about Dip the Drip, replies Penny. The rest of the class keeps on yelling out names. Spill the pill, giggles Doris. Wet the pet, grins Randy. Drown the clown, laughs Derek. Hey, that's me you're talking about, I shout. What about Dunk the Skunk, laughs Freddie. Hey, I say. Dunk the Punk, they all shout out together. I have it, I say, putting on my water wings and flexing my arms. What about Dunk the Hunk? Chapter 8. In the Swim. Well, it's Friday. The carnival is tonight. Are people that go to carnivals called carnivores? Everyone's very excited to see the daredevil diver. That's me. But it's more like dubious diver. I must admit, I'm getting cold feet. It could be very chilly tonight. The water could be freezing. I could get hypothermia or frostbite. I go into the principal's office and ask Mr. Bender if he'll sit in for me. He says he won't, because at the county fair, he got hit in the pie during a charity event. For the rest of the day, the kids are wisecracking jokes at me. Taking the big plunge tonight, eh, Hubie? You'll be a Titanic success, someone chimes in. You'll make a big splash tonight, another kid laughs. They're getting me down in the dumps. I have fair weather friends. I'm not ready for this. I need 6 more years of swimming lessons. And besides, Hubie, you're the original hunk, a bunch of kids yell. That's because I feel more like the original junk. Chapter 9. In the Hot Seat. I have a sinking feeling as the carnival draws near. Mom drives me to school in the van. I'm taking 42 towels. I bought a fluorescent bathing suit so the rescue helicopter can spot me in the water. And I have 3 sets of water wings. We pull right up to the carnival. I step out of the van and into the row of lights. It's like an Academy Award night. I slowly walk down the aisle. All eyes are on me. I come to our booth, which we finally named the Big Dipper. I take off my bathrobe, put on my 3 sets of water wings, flex, and climb the ladder to the chair. It's high up here. I'm fair in heights. I can see over most of the carnival. Penny's selling tickets like crazy, Freddie's eating pie, and Randy's counting jelly beans. There are a lot of people in the long line, looking up to see me drown. All my friends are at the front of the line. Eric is the first to try. He misses the mousetrap completely. Derek and Doris get closer. I'm still high and dry. Freddie tries the blueberry pie. All over his face. He misses too. The rest of the 3rd grade take a shot. I was smart to use ping pong balls. The tension mounts as the ball after ball bounces off the trap, but each is too light to spring it. I make it through the 4th and 5th graders. We're making a fortune and I'm still a dry guy in the sky. Chapter 10. Now the teachers start trying to sink me. Miss Lanote, my music teacher, sings and misses. Then Miss Swamp, my art teacher, draws a blank when she throws. Even Ms. Pluggins, the new computer teacher, takes a shot and short circuits. Finally, Mr. Bender buys a chance. I think he remembered that I was the guy who hit him with a pie at the county fair. He misses too. Phew. I'm feeling really good. I beat the system. No one in line anymore. I do a little victory dance on my chair. I have a big dry smile. Just as I'm getting ready to climb down, I see something moving by the mousetrap. Oh no! A mouse! The little rodent puts one foot on the trap and wham! I'm in the water, and so is the mouse. He's a pretty good swimmer. The water is not so cold. In fact, it's kind of fun. Everybody applauds at the mouse and I swim around. We're the hit of the school carnival and even get our picture taken for the paper. I hope we're on the front page. The headline will probably read, Big and Little Dippers. Well, I continue with my swimming lessons. Last Friday I did a cannonball off the diving board. I haven't seen the mouse at the pool though. I think he went to the Mouse Olympics in Moscow. Hey, maybe one day I'll win a gold medal too. As it turns out, Randy's guess was the closest to the number of jelly beans, and he won the rollerblades. Freddie won the pie eating contest. He said it was easy as pie, and we ended up raising enough money to get a fairly well-known author to come and visit our school. The end. Well, that was cute. I hope you liked that story. Well, that's the end of the story. You have yourself a great day. You take care of one another, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.